Welcome back to MitchEllaCo, your #1 travel channel. And today we find ourselves in Coronado, California, off the Pacific coast at Hotel Del Coronado. We will be reviewing this entire hotel and all its amenities, beach access, and 5 different neighborhoods of rooms to choose from. I cannot wait to show you around, even the restaurants. Everything is amazing, and it is technically classified as a historical landmark. So let's get into it. Built in 1888, I cannot believe this place is still standing. It actually just got a huge renovation in 2025, which is this year, but it is technically a national landmark, just like I said in the opening, and here's the plaque to prove it. Even though this hotel has been here for so long, this lobby still gets awards for its architectural achievements. The wood texture and different materials is insane. The details that they put into this, and again, they just spent a lot of their recent renovation on bringing this back to life. I mean, it still looks a good couple of years ago, but right off the right is the reception area, where you're going to check in. They're going to greet you with a legendary map that shows you the entire property. It is huge. There's also the crown room, which we can't wait to show you, and a bunch of shops and different things. This hotel has so much to offer and so much to see. So as you arrive, you're going to go to your left and you're going to make it to the reception area. They are going to check you in with very wonderful customer service, as well as give you this handy dandy map. I love this map. Another hotel review that we just finished was the Miami Fontaine Blue, and they also give you a map because the properties are just that big, guys. Like I said before, there's 5 neighborhoods, but we're on the main floor of the Victorian area. We're going to take you through all 3 gift shops just on this floor, as well as the crown room, which is legendary, and make it to the courtyard. Right on the opposite side of the reception is the legendary crown room. The craziest thing is that the chandeliers are all crowns. There's so much history in this room, along with, I think, after they made the first flight, they celebrated in here. Something along those lines. You're gonna have to fact check me in the comments down below. But this is the crown room. Looks like they're setting up for events, which they do weddings, conferences all the time here. So there's already somebody setting up, but I did get you some B-roll this morning. I stuck down here already, so you'll be able to see the crown chandeliers. They are so proud of the year that this was established, 1888, that they even named one of their gift shops after it. You can see all the history on the walls. It's pretty crazy. But one of the famous Marilyn Monroe movies are here, Some Like It Hot. They have a nice neon sign in the background, as well as so much jewelry. Let's take a closer look. Closer to the infamous Some Like It Hot. If you haven't seen the movie, they actually host beach nights where they show the movie on the beach. Beach nights. Movie nights? Yeah. So we have celebrity sightings, but there's actually one of these built into each section of this gift shop that tells you the history of the hotel. And they have cool history things throughout. Like, we've seen little stands where you can stop and put earphones in and listen to the history. So again, historical site. It's got some good stuff. If it's on your bucket list for the history, you've come to the right place. We have the signature shop, which is one of the 3 gift shops built in across to the other one. You can come here. I've noticed really legendary hotels have their own merch. So this is where you pick up all your mugs, your bags, everything that tells you that you were here and you made it to this hotel. Okay, Christmas ornament collectors unite. This is where you come to get the most epic merchandise for your Christmas tree. There's so many to choose from. I think there's also, does this spin? Maybe? Coasters and magnets. All your travel merchandise is here. I might have said that there are 3 gift shops, but actually the signature one has just like different themes throughout, and you can walk around. It's right off the lobby. We also have the courtyard, which is coming up next, but I wanted to mention just how themed beachy the clothing is. So this is the light and bright section. Then I'll take you to the dark, mysterious
Top Gun.
Top Gun is truly a theme here. If you guys don't know, Coronado is known for their military base, and I think Navy SEALs train out on the beach. It's a spectacle. But my favorite, all-time favorite souvenir I have ever seen in a hotel is here, and it is this birdhouse. I don't know how it gets home with you, but it definitely has the theming behind it, and I'm a fan. We have made it to the courtyard that is sandwiched around all of the Victorian rooms, which is where we are staying. We will take you on a room tour at the end and tell you how much it costs to stay here. But we're back to the courtyard. This is crazy because it's fully encompassed and the grass is turf. So it's always nice. It's always green and lush. But all the plants and greenery are real. I tested them out, guys, but we are taking you to the lower level next, where even more shopping is. This is where your shopaholics come, as well as taking you out to the private beach, which is like grandfathered in. It's crazy that this hotel actually sits perched right against the beach. I'm gonna be honest, to come in from the courtyard, your eyes really need to adjust because it is dark and moody in here. But right next to me is the old-fashioned elevator that's completely weighted, but these are the stairs. These are the go-to. This leads you downstairs. You're gonna want to take these instead of waiting for the elevator. To the bottom of the stairs we go. I think it was like 20 steps, not that big of a deal. But we have a real estate office right next door, which is crazy, and then more shops behind me. Welcome to the weekends. Welcome to SRF or Surf. Welcome to Bradley's 1974. Brady's. Welcome to Current. Welcome to En route. And finally, welcome to Monroe, which is named after Marilyn Monroe, with lots of girly things inside. So as you can see, there's a lot of shops down here. This is like the walk of fame, with all the surf clothing, accessories, boogie boards, and hoity-toity clothing you could ask for. If you don't know the hotel's history, you can come down here and get a photo gallery. It even has a key, a photo legend of what each one is or who that is famous in each one, but Mitch just spotted. There's Babe Ruth.
Baby Ruth.
Baby Ruth.
The candy bar.
I know that there's, oh, Marilyn Monroe is the very first one. Right here. And I feel like one of the presidents is in there, maybe. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Holy smokes, this is a gorgeous bar. This is Babcock's and Story Bar, so if you are too hot from outside, which we will be showing you next, you want to come in here and get your favorite drink. There is a pizzeria behind me, as well as a market that is filled with the most health-conscious collection of snacks I've ever seen. If you want to overpay for a bag of chips that are organic, this is your place. I'm thinking morning coffees, quick snacks, picnics to take to the beach, but I won't lie, I totally have had that Heath Bar cookie, and it is the best thing that I have ever had. It was so delicious. Wow, the popsicles are artisan. That's the only word I can think of. Like handcrafted, as well as the gelato in the background. We were actually here a couple years ago and bought some of the most expensive ice cream we've ever bought, but now Miami tops that record. But it is delicious, and this is how you cool off on a hot day. I don't know if you guys can hear, but there is wind and the pizza is in the air. It smells so good. So if you're not in the mood for sandwiches or ice cream gelato, then you come over to Eno Pizzeria, where they make your pizzas for you, and you sit on this gorgeous seating area, balcony, and overlook the pool. I might have said the pizza eating area overlooks the pool, but you're still pretty low. This is a phenomenal vantage point. This is the sun deck. Makes sense. You're up above for food and drinks, and you can overlook the pool now even better. We have eaten here in the past, and it was really, really tasty. Welcome to Nobu, which is the newest restaurant that they just added during the renovation for this hotel. If you don't know anything about it, Japanese food, incredibly famous, incredibly delicious. There is a whole line
Incredibly expensive.
Incredibly expensive. There's a whole line of restaurants as you make your way closer to the beach, closer to the gym and spa, but we'll take you through a little bit of each. Welcome to Veranda, which is Nobu's next door neighbor. You can tell it's got a almost Italian theme, I want to say. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below, that this is where you come for breakfast. I think there's a buffet set up over there. You grab your bites before you head to the beach in the morning. This is Soraya, which is Veranda's next door neighbor. So they're all in line, as you can see. The themes break up, and I believe the previous one was open during breakfast and lunch. This is more late afternoon dinner, more upper class, get dressed out for your date night, or maybe even a brunch. Formerly known as the Windsor Cottage, this used to be like a naval officer's home, and now they turned it into Ocean Club, which is another restaurant and bar. I think these are associated with the suites that are next over. Remember, there's 5 neighborhoods of different places to stay in this hotel, so a lot to choose from, but this one is stunning because it's perched right on the beach and literally overseeing all the water. We have a taco shack behind me. So sandwiches, gelato, pizza, burgers, fancy steak, and now tacos on the beach. This is literally on the beach, so you can get your mixed drinks there, take it down to the water, or get something to eat along the way. I'm a fan of tacos, so we might have to check this place out. We haven't been here, but I'll also note, pro tip is that there is water on the side of here, so you can come up and get water when you're dehydrated from all the partying you've been doing. And we have made it to the California coast on the beach. One of the coolest things about this hotel, and I looked around for other hotels, it is literally on the beach, so it has a private section just for its guests. You can get umbrellas, I think for $30, and day beds to lay out for $25. Pretty reasonable if you have it for the whole day. Then these other beds I'm sure are couple $100. Let us know if you know. But I'll also say that it's just, this is why you come to California, for this beach. This is why you come to this hotel, for this private section that's away from the public, and exclusivity is the name of the game. So we have the pool, and we have the spa, and we have the gym, still just in this corner of the hotel. Guys, we have a real treat for you. Technically, we have already reviewed this hotel in 2022. So if you want to see how far we've come on YouTube, our editing skills, and our destinations, make sure you like and subscribe, and check out that video out of a little bit of curiosity. I'll link it down below for your curiosity, but we are heading back to the beach, maybe grabbing a thumbnail along the way. Continuing on with the room types, this behind me is the Beach Village. These are clusters of beach houses, essentially 1, 2, 3 bedroom houses you can rent out for your family. This would be almost like where Kim Kardashians would stay, you know, where it's very much more expensive. You have your own exclusive pool. You have a beach club that's behind us with members only. You also get first hand at reservations and a concierge on hand to make every plan that you could possibly think of. So this is the vacation home on the California coast that you want to book, then this is the hotel for you. I swear, we have 2 of the best things sandwiched right next to each other for convenience. We have the fitness center as well as the spa. I need to make sure that the fragrance matches how elegant the rest of the hotel is, so I'm getting ready to sniff inside the spa. I don't know, smell what they have to offer. Spa vibes. Okay, we have a sports outfit that is $118. Doing a little price check. There's also a t-shirt for $48. But I'm sure that the spa services and all they have to offer are of great value. I think that they give you extra access to different parts of the spa, and I'm sure you can look at the link down below to the hotel so you can book it and book your spa treatments in advance. I'm not gonna lie, the lavender wasn't as strong as I thought it was gonna be. But now we make our way into the fitness center, which is interesting because you have to take stairs down below. Okay, the music stopped for 2.5 seconds. The view is not the beach, but it is the pool, which is great inspiration to get your body in shape for the bikini that you'll be wearing later poolside. I think that's all, but this gym is incredible. It's one of my favorite gyms at a hotel. End clip. It's my favorite gym because they have unlimited water bottles. My favorite. It's the way to my heart. I think the Windsor lawn behind me is where, I know all the events take place. It's roped off or surrounded, and they're even getting set up for an event right now. Just point of reference, this is the big artificial lawn that comes out right next to all the restaurants. We're on our way to the pool. There's a nice little hallway. It's sneaky under the beach, one of the beach restaurants, but we're gonna take a look next.
Sun deck.
The sun deck, yes, thank you, cameraman. Technically, this is called the Cabana pool because we're surrounded by the Cabana units. It's one of the neighborhoods you can choose from with the private pools. They're more, how do I say it, music, bumping, partying, based on the beach and encompassing the pool. But this is the main one. This is the place to come if you don't want sand between your toes. It's definitely set back from, and you can get your tan on up here. You can catch some food on the sun deck, which overlooks the pool as well, or just head back to your room if that's the nook that you're staying in. So we just left the pool and we made it to the exterior walkway. The beach is in the distance, as well as the Cabanas exteriors underneath that come out. They are so perfectly perched for beach access, or you just leave your room and go upstairs to get something to eat. And they're also built around the pool. As you can see, the pool's on the other side, which we were just there. So behind me are the views, which are still connected to the Del. Another place you can stay. I feel like they built it on because of demand, where they couldn't accommodate all the really expensive rooms or the Victorian area. And so they gave people that wanted to come visit the hotel and enjoy all the amenities an option. Now this used to get more flack because it wasn't as extraordinary as the rest of the hotel, but it did receive an upgrade in 2022 that was part of the huge renovation. So it's much more themed beach on the inside, and it's receiving better reviews now. Welcome to Shore House Pool. This is the furthest away from the hotel, but one of the newest. We hear that you can stay here as a hotel guest, but also there's timeshare opportunities. So a lot of money sitting around, then maybe you can take advantage of it. It does have a private pool, and there's kitchenettes, there's concierge services. So it comes with some luxury upgrades. If you wanted to, again, vacation in California and the villas, the cottages are a little too much for you, then you might want to check this out. But our last portion of the video is the Victorian area, which we toured you through the main, but that is where our room is located, and we will be touring you next. You hear that? That sounds like a over 100-year-old elevator that we're riding right now and trusting our lives in, but it's pretty nice. It's pretty cool. We've made it back to the check-in, back to the lobby. The level 2 is one, obviously, level up, and then you go and you overlook the whole lobby, the chandelier, and the stained glass in the distance, and the floral. Everything's so cool. But we are on our way to the 4th floor, which is where our room is, and it overlooks the courtyard. Talk about indoor-outdoor living. This is giving Florida vibes, where it's a nice little encased sunroom. It's much cozier in this hallway, but we're making it all the way around the corner. Welcome to 34037. I have to look at it. It's so many letters. We're on the 4th floor.
Letters.
Okay, guys?
Letters or numbers?
Numbers! It's been a long day. Welcome to my humble abode. This is a king, queen. It's in the whatchamacallit. No, not the garden. The Victorian Building, like we've been touring you through. So we hit 4 neighborhoods now in our room. It's tiny but elegant and blasted with awesomeness. This was definitely in the area where they spent like $550 million on the upgrade. What's crazy is the history. They originally only invested $1 million, but back in the day in the 1800s, that's like 33 million. So pretty crazy. But the upgrade included this huge wall of wallpaper, the headboard, the bed, so comfy, sheets so soft, and the pillows so fluffy. We have the office area where we've been making quick work. As you can see, the GoPro, the gear. We got the editing station going on here. Nice little touches, you know? And the lamps. Artwork. I have found the full-length mirror, guys. It just happens to be over here, so you can take a picture before you leave. Then there is this teeny-weeny closet, but it is wallpapered as well. It has a luggage carrier, token robes, extra blankets, and a safe. Pretty good. I think I even saw a steamer in there. Then we have this gorgeous full-size Samsung TV. Does it come out? Oh, we haven't even tilted it. I feel like this room isn't big enough to like make use of the tilt, but it does it. It's got a swivel going on and in a beautiful frame. I'm just gonna put that back. We have the furniture down at the end where you can sit. Ottoman, thank you, honey buns. And put on your shoes. Nice little accent table to drop all your things. Double nightstands that are floating, and they each have plugins and light controls. I'm a fan, but we'll make it into the bathroom. Welcome to the elegance. It's bursting at the seams in here. This mirror is phenomenal. The lighting, makeup, girlies. This is where it's at. We have the nice vanity, and the door perfectly fits in there. It looks like it almost won't, but it does. Details in the vanity, lots and lots of towels, and these are the softest towels. Like literally, I'm gonna have to look up the tag and go buy them myself. Go-to toilet, nice tiling. We were just taking in how the tile makes it so incredible in here because it makes the other tile pop as well. Good size shower. One thing to note though, come on in a little closer, is that the hot and cold is over here, and then the shower head and extra shower head is controlled over here. So I was rinsing off and I switched it and it got my whole face dirty or wet. It was a great time. So just be knowledgeable of that, and you got your body wash, shampoo, conditioner, all that good stuff. But let's take you to the terrace, the balcony, so we can go over our final thoughts and how much this room costs. You almost feel like royalty sitting up here watching people set up for a huge event downstairs. Again, this overlooks the courtyard. We're in the Victorian, and for the historical value and wandering around and how many things are included in the resort, this is a bucket list resort. You gotta say, on the West Coast, this is the definition of California, right on the beach, and palm trees galore. Besides the price, what else? 5 stars, lots of Google reviews, and you can rent out some of the cottages, buy a timeshare, make use of the kitchenette and your whole time here. There are a lot of restaurants and things nearby as well, but the drum roll, pièce résistance, is how much we paid for the room. So we just looked it up, and if you stayed tomorrow night in our same exact room with our same exact view, it would be upwards of $800. Plus taxes and fees, and if you valet a car. It is more on the expensive side, but for the luxury of this place, you can see it reflects in it the location, the amenities. Again, we are looking at other rooms, and they're closer to $1,600 in different places, and I can't even imagine what those cottages go for. So overall, it is an expensive stay, but what it has to offer, we think the value is there, and this should definitely be on your bucket list. But next up, we are actually picking picking up something special on the road and driving it to the Grand Canyon. So make sure you like and subscribe. We're here to serve you lots of hotel reviews, lots of perfect days in foreign countries, and lots of road trips. And we will see you in the Grand Canyon next.